Hello, welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things planning, journaling, and stationaries. Today I have shared some clips of my trip to Nakameguro. So Nakameguro is where the Traveler's Factory started, the main building is, and I have gone there even last time when I visited Japan last year, and then I also wanted to go. So I decided to go to Nakameguro, and which reminded me that something I had completely overlooked last year is the Starbucks. So yes, Starbucks is a Starbucks, it's everywhere, but there at Nakameguro, we have Starbucks Roastery, one of the limited edition, I would say, where they have a roastery inside. And of course, if you are Traveler's Notebook fan, we all know that they collaborate together. So that's why I decided to do a nice walk around Nakameguro and visiting the Starbucks Reserve and then visiting the Traveler's Factory. And of course, I picked up a few items where I want to share in this video. So let's get started. So the day started with visiting the Starbucks, which was a lovely experience. Luckily, it was a very sunny day, or actually, I was not aiming to go on that day. I mean, it was like one of the wish list situation, but I wasn't sure when to visit, and depending on how the weather is, how my health condition is, as my belly is getting quite big, I was wondering when is the right timing. And one morning I woke up, it was a lovely sunny day with a nice sunshine. I was like, okay, today's the day. Got myself ready, got out, and I decided to go for a nice walk. And it was very nice, and it was on just a normal day, weekday, so there was no reservation needed. I could just get in without any hassle. Yes, finding the chair to sit was a bit, it got busier and busier as I stayed there. But as I got there quite early, I think it was like 10:30, before 11. So it was still relatively, not too much. And I just had a very nice experience. Started with the shopping and I ordered the coffee. Funny story is I should have prepared myself, because since there was no queue when I went to the where we order at the counter, but the menu was completely different from standard Starbucks, so I didn't really know what to order. And then step by step, the queue started getting longer. So I was like, oh, maybe other people should come earlier. But then like the lady told me, the minute you give away to the next person, you need to queue up again. I was like, what? And there was no other like bigger menu board. So unless you get to the counter, you couldn't really like choose or decide in advance. So I was kind of bizarre person who's like, oh no, what to order? And then I ended up getting just a normal latte, which I kind of laugh at myself for choosing something so simple. Anyway, it was a nice experience with a bit of a overwhelm happening at the counter. But anyways, it was very nice experience. So yeah, so what I got at Starbucks is this. So I've been eyeing on it, and I already made up the decision even before I went that if I find the charm, I would get it. So this is what I got. Ta-da! The Sakura copper tag that I've been seeing everywhere. I really love the color, this pink gold copper, and I really feel like this goes super well with my newest edition, my Narita Japan edition. So this, I want to put it here, and I really think it's pretty. I even love the paper that comes with it. It's so pretty. And this is what I also got. So this is the sticker that they collaborate together. Honestly speaking, I did debate because this is already relatively expensive for something tiny. So I did debate, and I also saw a very nice collaborated booklet, the notebook itself, which was much more expensive than I thought. And after a lot of thinking on site, I decided to go for the sticker because as long as I have a sticker, this has 9 pieces. So if I stick one to just a plain notebook, it gives me the joy. So I said, okay, if it's 9 pieces, maybe it's worth it. So yes, I was thinking about it for quite a long time on site, but I decided to go for it. And I'm very happy with the decision of choosing these two, getting the limited edition from the place I've been meaning to go. So yeah, let me just show you I haven't really done much of the writing yet, but yeah, this is what I got on that day. I think this is what yeah. So this is how the building looks like. I really think this is pretty, and this is something I found very nice. So they had this paper envelope. This was supposed to be like a big envelope in paper, and I didn't know what it is, so I just picked it up as a nice piece of ephemera. And as I read what was written there, they were recommending us to put our phone into this paper envelope thing so that you can focus on your dialogue together with your friends or whoever you're with on site. Because nowadays we always have our phone on our hand or even here and there, and that does disturb the conversation whenever things pop up. So I really like the idea, so I just put it here. And this is another kind of, it's just a sticker, but it has the same vibe as this gold pink for your thing. So I'm very happy with this. So yeah, after visiting the Starbucks Reserve Roastery, having a very nice coffee, I even had a chance to sit down. So I did a small journaling on site. That was also a lovely experience. And then I moved on to visiting Traveler's Factory Nakameguro, the main shop that they have. And I did a small piece of decor here, and this is moving into our next shopping. So I've gone there. Let me see. The reason why I went to Nakameguro shop is I was looking for something that I couldn't find when I was visiting the Traveler's Factory station. So if you have seen the video already, thank you so much. You might have already heard this from me in the previous video, but this is what I wanted to get. Ta-da! So this is another charm, the Christmas edition. So during the Christmas season, I think it's around mid-November until Christmas, I guess, they have this limited brass charm of this polar bear. And I have seen it in many travelers notebook community. I really thought it's cute. And I did see this in Narita airport. So if you have seen the Narita airport video, you have seen it. But at that time, I was just so into getting this. So I did not invest getting the polar bear. And then I went to Traveler's Factory Station, and there they have 3 different kinds of this polar bear. One is this charm, second one is a leather tag, and the third one is the pin badge, slightly bigger version. But I was looking for specifically this one, and then only this one was out of stock when I visited the Traveler's Factory Station. So that was the reason why I wanted to go all the way to Nakameguro to see if there's still the polar bear available. And I found it. Yay! So I got this one. And also I got this. Just a simple notebook where I can do the writing. So this is the notebook 001, the lined one. Oh yeah, this is I've already got it outside, on site. The stamps. I really like how it turned out. And the reason why I did this is now that I'm back in Japan and I'm alone for a month before the boys also arrive, I've been reading a lot recently, and my journal for reading is nicely getting filled up after 2 years of usage. I mean, yeah, I do still have a few more pages to go, but I knew that I would run out of this notebook within a month or 2. So this is going to be my next book club. This is something I have been seeing, this bear thing. I don't really know, but I thought it's pretty, so I got it here. And this is the Traveler's Factory main building and the Lavan trip. So I really like getting a notebook on site, stamp it, have it nice, come back with it. So this is what it is. So yeah, I've gone to all the way to Nakameguro. I did not purchase too many things, but this is just so satisfying to see, and let's put it on my traveler's cover. So the idea is, let's see, this cover is just so new that I'm a bit worried if this will damage. I remember I said exactly the same thing when I put this, so you will see. I was not sure for a long time whether I like the charm, but having used this for a year and a half, I really like this. And yes, it does damage the cover, but I think it does give a nice vibe and some uniqueness. So this one I changed to red rubber band and put this Fly to the World from Japan coin charm. So this one, the very newest Traveler's Notebook Narita edition, will have this Sakura charm. Let's see. So it's got the Starbucks Reserve logo, and it says Traveler's Company made in Japan on the other side. So beautiful. Okay. Nice. Nice. So this is one. And this is my very old Traveler's Notebook, the brown cover. It's the one that has Midori, not the Traveler's Factory. And I have shared in the previous videos that this has been sitting in my parents' house for a very long time, because I did use for like a year as a travel log, but at that time this was too big for me, and it's just aged in the cupboard for a very long time. But I took it out last year, and slowly I'm getting in a good relationship with this one. But yes, because it's kind of old, I wasn't sure if I really like it. But even if I see them together, they are both brown cover, but this is more than 10-year-old. This is just few weeks old, and the color is completely different, so it doesn't make me feel like I have two same thing. And yes, step by step, I'm really appreciating how this is aging. So I wanted to get something to revamp this old one. So that's why I went all the way to Nakameguro to get this polar bear. And prior to this purchase, recently I changed this rubber band. So originally it had a very old orange rubber band that I set more than 10 years ago, but it was getting kind of old and it wasn't giving me a joy. So I swapped to the red rubber band, which was a nice revamp. And we will see how this polar bear looks like. So this is how it looks like. Oops. And Traveler's Factory made in Japan is on the other side. And it's the brass tongue. So if you compare it with this one, which is a year and a half old, and the very new one, the color is completely different. And this is why I really love Traveler's Factory items, that, you know, the more you use it, it does get old, but not in a negative way, more like living with me, kind of. So I'm excited to see how this will age with me. Nice. What do you think? So yeah, this is going to be my main friends for 2026 moving forward also. And we will see how they age with me. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm very happy with all of them actually. And they do look completely different from each other. So nice. So thank you very much. And see you in next year. This is the last video for 2026. I will be batch filming in advance just because I'll be delivering in January. So some of the videos I need to prepare in advance, but we will see. But thank you so much. Hope you enjoy your festive season and some reflection time as a year end or year starts. So thank you very much and see you in the next video / next year. Bye.